So, like a dumbass, I do a video about the Federal Reserve. You know what the problem is with doing a video about the Federal Reserve? It's kind of like doing a video about abortion. The people who are against the topic at hand, you aren't going to be against enough of the subject to make them happy, okay? And the people that support or agree with the topic or the issue at hand, you aren't going to agree with it enough to make it happy, make them happy. I say it because sometimes when I'm on the internet, I like to think that the people who respond only in commenting aren't actually people. They're just bot algorithms that are responding to certain digital inputs from the video content. You know how the advertising changes based on the video without ever actually clicking the button, like the computer can understand what the subject is. Exactly like that. Yeah. I think that's what Cosmos Gato is. That's why Cosmos Gato never criticizes Wall Street algorithms, because Cosmos Gato is a Wall Street algorithm. There, I said it. I said it. Look, we're still talking about money. You know, I should be talking about cars. I really should. I've been watching a lot of podcast shit, listening to a lot of podcast stuff, because I've been putting in a lot of time between, got the day job thing going on, and I'm trying to get this this trading firm going. Firm is a bad term for it. I don't know what to term it. Anyway, what are we talking about here? The Federal Reserve. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and respond to the guys who actually, Roberto G., who, if I didn't know better, I'd say he was an algorithm too, and Josh Galt. He's not an algorithm, but he's Dutch, so, you know, make of that what you will. They want to know how it is that I could not like the Federal Reserve. You know why I don't like the Federal Reserve? Because I don't like inflation. Do you know why I don't like inflation? As a little man? Just from my own point of view, I am a wage laborer in my day job at the moment, at the time of this video's publishing, right? I agree to conduct a certain task, right? For a certain amount of money, for a certain amount of currency compensation. Beware the strong language that's about to occur, my friends, who, and I'm genuinely going to give you some strong language here in a second. Here's your disclaimer, so you may want to, it's going to get ugly. Last chance. Okay, I'm compensated for what I do during the week, which happens to be working on cars, skinning my knuckles, bleeding all over the fucking place, right? I'm given a certain amount of money for those tasks that I perform. Somebody else gets to dictate, besides me, gets to dictate the value of my compensation without me sitting at the fucking table? Fuck you. And fuck your Federal Reserve. That's bullshit. Well, you want to sit on a hill and give me all sorts of altruistic horse shit about how, oh, it keeps everything going on, whatever. Dude, no, I ain't buying it, man. A currency, I mean, what you're saying, currency shouldn't be a store of value. You know, it's not enough that we need to negotiate our compensation with currency correctly, that that we're paid enough for our task. We also got to continue to fucking work just to maintain the value of something that we had done and agreed upon. Who gives somebody the right to adjust the value of a transaction between me and another person without us being able to sit at the table when they're changing that value? It doesn't work like that. That's not the way negotiation works. Negotiation doesn't work where you have a third party fucking up the deal. Well, you want to laud the benefits of inflation. Yeah, I'm no dummy. Well, maybe I am, but from a macroeconomic standpoint, I get how they're, by using inflation, they can keep a currency circulation, and the overall economy ends up being able to sustain itself. But again, I digress to that very, very simple point. Why can't I just conduct my business that somebody compensates for and be able to just have that value and keep it without having somebody reduce the value of that? Come on. We can't come up with a better fucking way than to do a bunch of horse shit? Come on. And then you have these people that get the information before other people get it. You have senators and Congress people doing insider trading that are able to exploit these processes. It's not cool. It's not cool from where I stand. Do you know how I made it into the middle class? I didn't make it into the middle class. I didn't make it into the middle class without any help from anyone else by just going down to the steel mill and getting a gig for $25 a fucking hour. I made it to the middle class by my wife and I working together, her going back to school to get a degree and a certification in a field that we saw a need for, that compensated well for it. And during that time, I would skip lunch, I would do side work, I would do all kinds of stuff so that my daughter could eat during the day, so that my wife, while she was at school, could get her meal during the day. It was that tight for us. That's how I made it to the middle class. It didn't have anything to do with some government program or some other horse shit. So I think that maybe after all that, perhaps I'm qualified to dictate the value of what it is that me and my family does. Pardon me. Hope that explains a little bit. I'm not really bent out of shape about it. Like we all practical people say, it is what it is. Man, that mantra is going to end up getting tiring. The system is up there, and what sacrifices is made by me or guys like me or people like all of us. What sacrifice is made keeps people from starving and dying in the streets, and nobody wants that. But if I'm going to say something like that, am I just justifying the ass raping that I'm getting? You know what I'm saying? So there you go. That's how I cannot like the Fed. Hope that answers. Lender of last resort, my ass. If your company needs a lender of last fucking resort, you need to look at your goddamn business model, you fucking jackass. Alright. You'll be good.